on my father's side that I just met for the first time in real life, like at the beginning of this month.
Oh,
Have I seen
wow.
him before?
No.
He lives in Houston. Um, and yeah, like I discovered him, I think in 2021, maybe in 2020 is when I
Mm-hmm.
discovered him. But then we actually like got in touch in 2021, right after I moved to Georgia. And he has my dad's face, like my dad's whole face. Like they have such strong genetics on that side of the family. But he's way cooler than my dad. He's never met our father.
Oh,
He's 48, I think. Yeah, he's never met
okay.
our father. He's never met
Wow.
our father. Yeah.
Is he the youngest out of all of you?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I have a little sister that lives in St. Louis that, not Chris, a different little sister. Chris
Oh,
and I
okay.
share the same mom. That little sister, she lives in St. Louis. I'm 15 years older than her, so she just turned. I feel like I gotta do some quick math because I remember thinking like, is she 30 now? Which would be crazy, but she has to be over 30. She's gotta be pushing 40. Um,
And you guys have the same dad too?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What am I? I'm gonna be two. So that makes her 37 this year. She's turning 37 this year. That's the youngest that we know of, like you
Right.
said. Because my mom always told me that I had another, so that we know of. My father, my biological father, has four children that we know of, two girls and two boys. But before I found the most recent son, the one that I just met earlier this month, my mom had always told me that there was another boy and like roughly how old he was and what his mom's name was and all of that. So I had asked my dad about this boy before, and my dad just doesn't do accountability, so he never really answered the question. And that
Hmm.
was years ago. Like I was in my 20s when I asked him about it. Um, and so now I found this guy and I asked him um, what his mom's name was, and it's not the girl that my mom thought was had a kid. So there
Mm,
might still be one more child out there.
one
This might
more.
have just been one that we didn't know about. Yeah,
Yeah.
good times.
Families. Families.
Good times.
Mm.
Yep. What else is new with you?
Well, I got two new kitties. I don't think
Oh yeah, they're so cute.
they're not up here. But
No,
yeah, they are cute.
they're so adorable. So adorable.
Yes.
Lucky the cat distribution. So what does that give you? Four now? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm a crazy
That's so
cat lady.
awesome. I'm like, I love how determined you are. Like you're like, yes, yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to be the
But
crazy
I
cat
will
lady.
say, because like I think when people hear that, they think like a small space. I live in a townhome by myself on
Yeah,
a like it's 3 levels. So
yeah,
like there's plenty of space.
yeah,
I could have more, honestly,
yes.
but four is good.
No kidding. Yeah, no, I would totally have more. And my husband is like, no, two is plenty. And I feel like that's why men we can take it or leave it. Like, what do you mean two is good?
Literally. Exactly.
What do you mean by that?
Right.
Because same, it's just the two of us in a four-bedroom house on like the end of a dead end street. So they're indoor, outdoor kids. Like they're not even outside. They're not even in the house that
Yeah. Right.
much. Like only
Yeah.
when it rains or when it's like really, really cold, which is rare for real.
Mhm.
Other than that, they'd be trying to be outside doing hood cat things with their friends. Did you go get them on purpose or did they?
No, my dad is like a modern day Snow White down in the mountains. Like, literally, he has so many pets. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, it's either like he takes them and feeds them, or, they get hit by cars or
Yeah.
just
Okay.
become, yeah, nature. And
Okay.
so he literally has like 7 dogs. And
Wow.
then there were I wanna say 3 adult cats. Like there were two female adult cats and then a male cat.
Okay.
And both females had kittens this year. Um, yeah,
Wow.
so the kittens
So he
I
doesn't
got,
go get them fixed or anything. It's just like
he
a free for
honestly he
all out
can't
there.
really afford it.
That's
Like
fair.
there's so
That's
many.
fair. Yeah.
And where they live, it's poor. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no way he could afford all that.
Yeah.
Um, and which is like I'm also kind of wondering, like, I'm sure whoever the vet or whatever down there knows that like there's just so many. So like why
Mhm.
wouldn't you like do a deal or something? You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like
Yeah, most places have, I mean, but I've never lived in the mountains, so I can't speak to that. But most places that I've lived have like a low cost spay and neuter clinic, if for no other reason than to like keep the animal animal population under control. And they, even though it's low cost for like the people who live there and are poor, low, um they have like a free spay and neuter program for like just like stray animals. So you
yeah.
have a lot of the same people over and over that are like trapping animals and taking them to make sure that they get spayed and neutered and then releasing them back into the wild, but like so that they're not just like creating more and more
Right.
homeless animals, you know.
Yeah.
Homeless animals sounds insane, but
Yeah. No, for sure. And there's just so many. Like that's just the ones that he has. Like
hmm
there's cats up the street, there's cats
yeah,
down the street, like
yeah,
so many.
yeah.
Um, so Olive, the little white and brindle one, she like kept following me around and like she would sleep with me and like she was just really cute and cuddly and I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me, of course. And then but then I was like, but because my older cats are going to be 6 this year.
Mm,
And like they were my last babies that I brought
mhm,
into the house. So then I was
mhm.
like, well, what if I bring her home and they don't like her?
Yeah.
And she would be the only girl pet too. So then
Mm,
I was like, well, I'm going to have to get another, bring another one. And
yeah,
so I got
obviously.
Penelope.
So precious. They're so
Yes.
cute. So, so cute.
They are. They're pretty adorable. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go get make vet appointments and get them all vaccinated and fixed and
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. My husband makes fun of me all the time about how spoiled our cats are because they have like a standing appointment for their well kitty visit every year and they go and they get, their rabies shots and
yeah.
we do. And he's just like so the reason that we have cats, even though I just talked shit, my husband is actually the original cat person in our home. So he got a cat when he was like 7. He got this stray cat just like came and connected with him and he had the cat until after we got married. And
Oh
he
wow.
was like just before his 30th birthday is when we got married. So whatever that math, what is that, 23 years
It's a long time.
old the cat was?
Yeah.
Her name was Kitty. And he swears up and down that she never went to the vet, not one time. And she was an indoor outdoor cat and would be outside fighting with raccoons and some more shit in the hood. And she lived to be, over 20 years old and, blah, blah, blah. So he's just like laughing at me because I'm taking the cats to the vet every year.
Well, it's a different time nowadays. Like
Yeah.
there's more diseases out there and
Yeah, it's
it's
definitely no longer 1984,
yeah. Yeah.
despite what it looks like outside.
Right. Exactly.
Crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, so you didn't put a lot on. I don't know that you put anything on the list this week.
I put a few things. I
You
know I
did?
was
Okay.
slacking.
No, I mean, you know how we do. So I was just saying that as a matter of that there's not a whole lot on here, but I'm just going to start at the top because I
Yeah.
have this video that I found and I'm trying to decide if it's rage bait or not. So I want to share it with you.
Oh, great.
So D commented Lifeline, and I don't even know where that's from because sorry, D, but welcome. Glad to see you with us again. A
Yes,
true ride or die.
our number one fan.
Hmm. All right, so I want to watch this video and then let's hold on, let me make sure that the settings uh they've updated some things in our site since the last time we were on, so hopefully we'll see. I'm gonna press play and we'll
I
see
went
what
to a wedding
happens.
today, and this is what I wore. The dress is custom from Christian Michi. The mascara is Haus Labs, and the glitter is Yanni Beauty. I got a compliment, of course. Do people not wear their natural hair for weddings anymore?
Were you able to see and hear that?
Yeah.
D, let us know in the chat if you were able to see and hear that because we used to have to like turn on um something so that the crowd could see it. I'm going to play it one more time because I was talking through the first couple minutes or first couple seconds because it's only a 22-second video. So I'm going to play it one more time and then I want to chat about it on the other side.
Okay.
I went to a wedding today, and this is what I wore. The dress is custom from Christian Michi. The mascara is Haus Labs, and the glitter is Yanni Beauty. I got a compliment, of course. Do people not wear their natural hair for weddings anymore?
So I was trying to decide if it was rage bait, not because of any other reason except the internet is up in arms. Have you seen this video?
No.
Girl, the internet is salty.
What do they
So
say?
the argument that's being had is like that her hair is not done. She didn't comb her hair, like her hair needs to be a little more put together, neat. I don't know, people are mad about her hair. And so I'm like, so I'm trying to decide like, is it rage bait? Like, did she know people were gonna be mad, or is she just legitimately like, this is what I wore and like whatever? So
Yeah.
for me, when I saw the video, low key, I think her hair is cute.
Yeah.
I like her hair. But
Yes.
we see I clearly have a different idea of, what's put together for hair, right? But I think her hair is cute. I like it a lot. The
Yeah.
internet is pissed about it.
I thought it looked cute. The only thing,
Okay.
I mean, would just be to slick down her little flyaways. But like other than that, I was like, what's wrong
Yeah.
with it?
And so, yeah, and that's kind of the overwhelming consensus is like that it needs to be, yeah, like slicked and like flatter and more under control. And I think for me, that one of the reasons, because I went natural in 2002 when the internet barely existed, and certainly there were no like tutorials on like products to use and how to style. Like, I was just out here raw dogging my natural hair because they didn't teach natural hair when I was in cosmetology school.
Right.
Um, and so one of my favorite things about my natural hair is when it's like rebellious and a little wild and like uncontrolled and not slicked down. You know what I mean? Like, I like that about my hair. But in the Black community specifically, that is a thing, right? Where you have to, like, your hair has to be under control and like slicked and smooth. And I just feel like that's lingering white supremacy. So that's why I'm curious, like, what your thoughts are, because I'm like, maybe that's just the rebelliousness in me, and like maybe there is a professional, look to hair. But I've never worn my hair like that to work, but also I think it's cute.
Yeah. I thought it was a cute style. Me personally, I probably would have like
Mm-hmm.
slicked down some of the flyaways.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, it looked like maybe that's how it was. And if she was just coming back from a wedding, maybe she was out there dancing and like the humidity
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
agree. I do like I wear my hair. I mean, I just got my hair done today, so that's why it looks all put together.
Oh,
Um,
good.
but I wear my hair like big and fluffy all the time. I mean,
Mhm,
there's sometimes like I don't comb my hair for a week. So
mhm,
like
mhm.
it's big and like there's probably a mat back there, but you know what?
A little baby
Unless
lock
you're
in it.
gonna yeah, unless you're gonna comb it, shut up.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. No, for sure. And quiet as it's kept, I'm tender-headed. I don't want it combed. I don't want it combed. We can
See,
like
I
do
am
some
not
light finger
tender-headed.
detangling. Yeah, I'm a
Mm-mm.
baby. So, like, I actually have a reputation as a stylist that I'm very soft-handed because I'm tender-headed.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like when people just come ripping through your
Mhm.
hair.
Yeah.
So,
I do try to be gentle because I have to remind myself, like, just because I'm not tender-headed doesn't mean like other people aren't. And there was one one time early in my career, I did make a little girl cry. But to
aw.
be fair, I didn't like even notice. Like, sometimes when you're doing hair, you just get so lost in it and like
Mhm,
I couldn't even tell you what song was playing. Like I was just doing
mhm.
it, and I just remember the girl's mom comes over and she's like, "Honey, are you okay?" And I like, immediately stopped because I was like, "Oh my god, like she's crying." Like I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, like what's going on?" And she was like, "You're just kind of brushing a little too hard." And I was like, "Oh, sorry."
my bad,
But also,
girl.
why didn't you say anything? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
my
Key
bad.
works in the salon with me and specializes in natural hair, and she is actually becoming a thing for all the biracial moms that can't do their daughter's hair. Her name is getting passed around the community because you've got all these white women that don't know how to style their daughter's hair, but they
Mhm.
want their daughters to be cute and have cute hair.
Mhm.
And so this woman came in last week, I think, and white woman, biracial daughter, and the daughter's hair was very coily. And she was talking about how she had been trying to find a good stylist, but that people were being, in her opinion, she felt like the people that she had gone to see prior to finally making it to my daughter's hair were just being very dismissive about, but she's taken her to like African braiding salons. And so they're detangling, and her daughter is crying, and they're basically telling her to get over it. And when the mom tries to step in, that they're being dismissive of her because she's a white mom, or at least that's how she felt. Um, and yeah, so I don't remember where I was going with that, except just to say that, like, having a soft hand. But she would sit there, she would just literally same thing, just sitting there crying quietly and not speaking up for herself. Like, girl, say something.
Yeah, say something.
Yeah.
No, so rough-headed. I remember one time because I used to work with someone who was very tender-headed, and poor thing, she just had, like, fine, hair, but she had a lot of it, and it was
Mhm.
super long, and so it would just get tangly all the time, and you could literally, like, go like this, and she'd be like, "Ow." And
Oh
so
my
one
god.
time I asked her if she could like shampoo me and like detangle. And I literally like almost fell asleep in the bowl because I tell everyone, I'm like, you can be rough with me. Like it's fine.
Mhm. Mhm.
And she was like, it pained me to be combing as hard as I was and you were just falling asleep in the bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. I literally have clients that are like, stop asking me because I'm like, are you okay? You good? Like, yes, I'm fine. I'm not tender-headed. This kid
Yeah.
chauffeur, I've been doing his hair for like 3 years, and he finally decided he wanted to start his lock journey. So now he's in my daughter's chair because she specializes in locks. But he has like really, really, really excessively thick, excessively coily, like they're the cutest little, like tiny, 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 tiny little corkscrew curls. So cute.
Mm.
And he's not tender-headed at all. But yeah, I'm constantly asking. He's like, it's the same thing today as it was 3 years ago. I'm not tender-headed.
You're good.
Sorry, man.
I do like to be a little, like, rougher, though, with my men just because, like, you're a man.
Just
Suck it
because.
up.
Absolutely. Acting like a little bitch right
Right, right. When they're always like, "Ow," I'm like, "Are you serious?"
now. Period. All right. So
Honestly, the
we,
more I go into my career, I'm sometimes shocked. I'm like, as a man, why would you even come to me?
yeah.
But
Do you ask them how they found you?
I mean, a few of them have been with me for years now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So they
so
just
I
like
feel
it.
like they just
It's
kind of
probably
got stuck
cheaper
with
than
me.
actually paying a dime. Like,
You know what? The first time I heard that, I was like, that is so true. And I know people do that with me. So I've
mhm.
had to settle down sometimes because I'm like, I'm not about
You
to
gotta
give
pay
you a
extra for that.
show, yeah, for free.
You
If
gotta
you
pay
want me to
extra for
yell
that.
at you, this is my Venmo.
Yeah. Literally.
Mm,
All right, so I'm just going to go down the list in order today. That's not necessarily how we move on a normal day, but that's what we're going to do today.
yeah.
So, the first thing under pop culture is this movie that I watched recently called The Island. Um, have you seen it? It's like an early 2000s. It's starring Charlize Theron and Ewan McGregor. Have you seen this movie?
Mm-mm.
So I don't remember how it came on my radar, but this is what I'm going to tell you. I recommend that you watch it. Um, and we've often talked about like how Hollywood puts their psyops in our movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this movie, I'm like 99.9% sure that this movie is all about the Epstein Zorro Ranch. And I saw later on down the line that you put about the TikToker whose account just got deleted. So we'll come back to her
And you
because I
said the Zorro Ranch?
I think that the movie The Island, is about the Epstein Zorro Ranch. Yes, yeah.
Okay. And that,
So let me tell you. So the movie is called The Island, but there are no islands in sight in the whole movie. There's not a single island in the whole movie. There is the promise of like escaping their current reality and going to the island, which is why it's called that.
mm-hmm.
But the movie and it does, I don't think it actually tells you exactly where the movie takes place, but what I know is it appears that the movie takes place in New Mexico, in the desert of New Mexico, on this property with like hundreds of acres. Um and it's all like human cloning and like it I would love for you to watch it and come back and let's talk about it in the
Yeah,
future.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, The Island starring Charlize Theron and Ewan McGregor.
I looked it up. It's it's actually Scarlett Johansson.
Who did I keep saying Charlize Theron? It is. It's starting my bad. Different
It's
white
okay.
lady.
Yeah,
Same
I was
vibes
gonna
though.
say, do you watch Abbott Elementary?
No, but I need
Oh,
to.
you need to, because one of the teachers, Barbara, who's played by Cheryl, is it Cheryl Lee Ralph? Is that her name?
I mean,
Okay,
there
yeah.
is a woman named that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's her.
Uh-huh.
She's always
Charlize
like
Theron is
getting
crazy.
she's always getting names confused like that,
Yes,
and there's like
it's
a
me.
whole skit of her being like, "You go blah blah blah," and it'll cut to like the confessional, and it'll be another one being like, "She actually means this person."
Actual footage of me, not gonna hold you. But it is, you're right. It's Scarlett Johansson. So, and it's funny you say that because I feel like I've been telling people nonstop about this movie, and I'm pretty sure I've been saying Charlize Theron the whole time.
I mean, they do look alike, and their acting
Right?
style is very
That's
similar.
funny.
So like,
But I
oh yeah, they're
definitely
both
feel like they
blonde.
came out around the same time too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Scarlett Johansson, yes. Um, but also, so speaking of The Island, the movie, and you put it on your list, so when you watch it, let me know and let's go through it. I want to go through it, but I don't want to spoil it. But you sent me a text, and I actually forgot about the text until literally last night when my daughter asked me, if I was caught up on this season's Love Island, and I told you that I was going to watch it, and then I have not watched it.
It's okay.
But talk to me about this season's Love Island because I will watch it.
Okay, so far I'm liking it.
Okay.
Cuz it's like regular people.
Mm,
Like there's no influencer. I mean, I'm sure some of them have like followings, but not like last season.
mhm,
Um I guess like drama wise there is a couple that's, feeding into that. Cuz there's literally a guy on there. His name is Sincere.
mm, mhm,
So,
mhm. And he's not
um
sincere at all, is he?
it's funny, someone put like a made a meme and it's like him with his hair up and they were like sincere and then it's him with his hair down and he's like not smiling and it says insincere.
Literally. So one of my girlfriends from back in the day, she had a neighbor. It's not even that far back. It's not even that far back. But she had a neighbor who had the cutest little boy, and his name was Sincere. And I remember thinking, like, he's so adorable. And I don't want
Yes.
to put nothing
It's a
on
cute
him, but I just felt like that name was like giving fuckboy for sure. Like,
name.
you want him to be a fuckboy?
Right, right.
But he did look like a Sincere. He was so cute. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. So
It's a
cute.
it's a cute name, but it is
Yeah.
kind with him though, it is kind of like, but are you really being
Yeah, it's giving
sincere?
insincere.
Yeah, like what's going on here? There was some representation this season. There was a woman who she's missing a leg
Mm,
and she was on and she had a prosthetic.
love it.
Yeah, so that was like kind of cool. And
Mhm.
she's like is it the Paralympics? Is that what they're
Mhm.
called? Okay, yeah, she's gotten a few medals from
Oh,
that.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. She's really cool. Yeah, she's cool. There so one of the members or one of the guys, his name is Sean. He was a cop and
Mm,
he did like unpaid leave or asked for leave to like come do the show. Well,
mhm.
the mayor found out and like went on this huge rant and was like it's just so disappointing that uh he went to like go film a reality show when essentially the streets like need good police officers. It was just like very weird. Like of all the things to say, like, really? That's it? And like
Yeah.
Sean's mom and sister were like getting involved and like going back and forth with the mayor. And yeah, so like that was crazy. Um
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess, like, maybe he was Love Island's first cop, but I
You.
was like, I've never heard of an employer, like, doing that. And if he's on, like, unpaid leave, like, why does it matter? And he said that, like, he even told his boss, like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do a show." And they were all cool with it. They were like, "Okay, yeah, like, just let us know when you come back." So,
Yeah.
like, what's the
What is the issue?
yeah,
Are they
what's
just
the
trying to
issue?
like create drama,
I
maybe?
don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Because when the mayor, like, said all that, I guess people who Sean has helped have come forward and they're like, "Oh my god, like, he's a good police officer, like, this is who you do need, and, like, this is how you're gonna treat him," and, like so, I don't know. But I was
Yeah.
like, "This just seems" I don't know. I would almost be embarrassed of if my mayor like was getting involved in drama like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like of all
Yeah.
things, this is what we're tweeting about.
Because there's lots of things to make drama out of, but
Yeah.
a cop
Like
using his PTO is not one of them.
right, right. Yeah, so that was weird. Um but I feel like in the show um the communication so far has been pretty good. Um I already like one couple. I just think they're adorable. I'm taking them to the finals.
Okay, who is it?
So it's
If you
Bryce
want
and
to say.
Trinity.
Okay. You
Yeah.
said Bryce and Trinity?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
just so cute.
Okay.
And
All
like
right.
they get coupled up like I want to say the first night. So whenever you watch it, like they'll be coupled up, but they're just so cutesy. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that like I guess is a little worrisome, they do have an age gap. Like he's the oldest, he's 29, and
Mm-hmm.
she's the youngest, she's 22. And
Mm.
so and he even says in, like, one of the when they get coupled up, he's like, he does like her and thinks she's cute and all that, but he even says he's like, "But she's young, and, like, I don't wanna feel like I'm stealing her youth." And it
Yeah.
was like, okay, that's kind of a green flag that
Mm-hmm.
he's very I don't know, I just like them so far. I think their communication is really good.
Okay.
They're cute. I also like Anaya and KC. Um, they're the black couple on there. They're super cute. But I'm also like wondering because we don't see everything, and they film all day, every day. And so
Uh-huh.
there was a conversation that was aired between Casey and Anaya, and he was just kind of like assuring her that he's attracted to her and that like when he thinks of a beautiful black woman, like he thinks of her. And she was just saying how it's hard as a black woman to be on reality TV and in these situations. So I was kind of curious, like, well, what happened to like spark this conversation?
Yeah. That's
You
what I
know what
want
I
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, cuz
Yeah.
like what he said was it was good, like
Yeah. But it's
in that moment.
giving not having seen like the tone or the anything around the conversation, but for you to just pop up with that out of nowhere gives um like that you're just trying to come across as like a good guy, like that you planned to find this black woman and like be the white savior.
Mhm. Well, Casey and Anaya are both black.
Okay.
So, yeah, but for sure. And I know because there's been other people who have been on Love Island who have come out and said, like, if you couple up too early, too soon, like production will try to split you up.
Mm,
And so whether that's like bringing in new bombshells, because with KC, a bombshell was brought in and he was like talking to the boys, and I don't think he was being weird, but they're all talking about her because her name's Soul, and
mm,
she's cute, and he was like, oh yeah, like honestly that she would have been my type. And he's like, she looks like my ex-girlfriend. But so far we haven't seen Casey and Soul explore. And so yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, and people are speculating that production brought Soul in to try and separate Casey and Anaya.
hmm,
And then with Bryce and Trinity, because they've coupled up very early on,
mhm,
um, recently, Bryce brought up about wanting to, pull one of the other girls for a chat, and he asked Trinity about it. He's like, how would you feel if I did that? And she immediately was like, I'm not fucking with it. Like, she's like, I don't think it's cool, blah, blah, blah. And it was just kind of like, well, why out of the blue was he just like, I'm gonna pull Kata for a talk? And
yeah.
mind you, this is why it's also kind of strange. So Kata was a bombshell, and she came in and she was allowed to pick two boys to essentially like spend the night with. And she
Mhm,
picks Bryce and Zach. And Bryce and Zach are cool. Like they have a little bromance going on.
mhm,
And so she pulls them, and then the male bombshell, Gabe, pulled Trinity and I think Bea. Um, And so they're all, hanging out, and they're about to go to bed. Well, Kata and Zach are like really hitting it off. So they're like flirty and everything and like cuddling in the bed. Cause mind you, all three of them are sharing one bed. So they're all cuddly. And Bryce was even like, hey, like, can I join? And they were like, no. And so then it cuts to like Zach and Kata cuddling, and then Bryce is like on the other side of the bed. So fast forward to Bryce wants to pull Kata for a chat, even though she's already rejected him.
That's weird.
And like Bryce even talks to Zach because that's his boy. And Zach and Kata are coupled up, and Bryce is like, hey, yeah, like I'm gonna pull Kata for a chat. Like, are you gonna be okay with that? And Zach literally goes, she's gonna laugh in your face.
Mm. I mean,
And so, yeah, so now people are speculating that production told Bryce, you need to try to explore, or we could send you or Trinity home.
mm. Wow.
So, because like I said, there's been previous Islanders that have come out that were like, yeah, if you couple up or get too attached too soon, production purposefully will try to send in like bombshells, Casa Amor, or when they're not filming, they'll whisper in your ear and say one
Mhm.
thing and then say something else to somebody else.
Yeah.
So
we're not lacking drama this season.
we're
This is
not
good.
ever.
This is good. This is good.
And did you ever watch the After Sons?
No, I think I like maybe a couple of episodes, but no.
Yeah,
No.
no one ever really cared for those. But
Mhm.
this year we have new hosts, and they're
Okay.
doing it a little differently. And I will say, the first After Sun, I was like, okay, I like this formula. This is good because they
Okay.
show when an Islander gets kicked off, they're showing like the footage of when they like turn their phone back on. And like,
Okay.
so when they're getting all the messages and like
Okay. All
seeing
right.
all yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
they'll come on and like talk about their experience in the villa and everything. So
All right. I'll come back to it.
yeah.
So by the time we talk again, I will definitely be caught up. So I'll have some
Yeah, because you're
questions,
like
some
10
comments, some
episodes behind.
concerns. Yeah, my daughter was on my ass last night about it. So yeah, definitely. Um, so Bramble Roots is in the chat as well. Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Um, and then Dee also was talking about he's for the streets. I'm assuming she was talking about Sincere, but I can't swear to that.
He just has a look. Like
Yeah.
and I hate to be judgmental, but it's like,
Mhm.
buddy.
Yeah. Like I said, the name alone is giving fuckboy for me, even though I also like the name.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and there was like one confessional where he was like, yeah, I used to be a little cheesy and I would sign my signature like sincerely sincere. I was like, okay.
Funny. Okay. So this TikToker exposing the Epstein files account deleted. I'm assuming you're talking about Becca Day.
Yeah.
I love Becca.
Mm-hmm. But of course, she had a backup account, and I think now her
It's
account
back
got
up.
restored. Yeah.
It did. Yeah, it did. I was on her backup account, and I don't remember what happened that made me go to her original account like while she was actively like this video is happening on her backup account. And I'm like, oh no, it's back up. It's back up. So
Mm-hmm.
there's several people in that group that I follow, and of course I don't remember any of their names. I feel like one is called like Nerdy Pink Panda. Do you follow her?
I don't think so.
I think her name's Nerdy Pink Panda. She actually had a live. I don't know if that was last night or tonight at 5. Like it should be up. And I don't remember who she was interviewing, but I remember thinking I got to go back and watch that. She's one of the victims who. So I don't know if you remember early in when we first started talking about the Epstein files, I remember that you made a comment about, like, in hindsight, I understand where you were going. Of course, it won't be verbatim, but you were basically talking about how people who were abused then sometimes go on to become abusers, or when it happens specifically in terms of the Epstein files, where children who were abused are then made to abuse other children and recorded so that they can like keep them silent. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember how you worded it, but it was something about like people who were abused going on to become abusers.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman that Nerdy Pink Panda is interviewing, like I said, either last night at 5 or tonight at 5, basically is like shattering Virginia Giuffre's story. Not on purpose, but just to add like context to the conversation, because apparently Virginia Giuffre, and if you go back and look like at the timeline of everything, it makes sense that she was talking shit about Trump early in, and then like something happened, and they showed a particular tweet that's worded really weird from Virginia Giuffre, where all of a sudden she's excited for Donald Trump to become president again, and she makes some mention about this book about the Billionaire Boys Club, blah blah blah. But all of that to say, I guess that these what did you call it? TikTokers are working really hard. They're like cracking the code on the Epstein file. They're
Mm-hmm.
working harder than the DOJ on the Epstein files and coming out with like real information with receipts. And so that's why Paolo Zampoli had Becca Day's account deleted, because they scared. J Megan, yeah. Yeah, so Nerdy Pink Panda, I think her name is J Megan that Dee was talking about. But how crazy that literally at the tops of government that you're having TikTokers accounts deleted.
Right.
You have more important things to worry about? No.
Yeah, that's like scary. And I was trying to think, there was an Instagram account that was really popular because they would just talk about like women's health and like sex and all that stuff, and it got banned.
Mm.
What was the name? Was it?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but so Becca Day, Nerdy Pink Panda, and then there's a guy on TikTok who is like the third point in the triangle. I want to say it's not Anthony Anderson, it's Anthony something on Twitter. That they're like the trifecta for the Epstein files. They're putting all the deets. They're doing all of the investigation. Like I said, that the DOJ is refusing to do. It's crazy.
Like, what are we doing as a society?
I feel like if we can't all come together against abuse of children, like we're fucked. That's kind of
Right.
where I'm at. Like, y'all don't care about kids. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, bring on the fire and brimstone as far as I'm concerned.
But I'm also like, I go back and forth, and I think I've even talked about it on here. Like, are we shocked though? Like, a lot of
Right.
people's own religion is some, quote unquote magical man
Yeah.
being impregnating a teenager. And not only that, right? Like, also just like leaving her to raise said child. And
Alone.
then alone,
Mhm.
and then later on being like, Well, I'm also gonna kill the child for all of your sins.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah, so y'all can prove how much you love and adore me. No,
That's
that's weird.
weird.
Religion is weird as fuck.
Like,
Religion's weird. Like if you give
we're
it,
all
you
okay with
can't give it
that?
too much thought because if you give it too much thought, it's psycho.
Yes. I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Weird.
no, for sure. What's up with the Crash documentary? What's that?
Okay, so you might have remembered the real case. It was that girl who was driving and her boyfriend and his friend were in the car and she crashed it and they both died. And
Mm-mm.
now she's serving time. But I guess
Maybe was it like in DC or Virginia or something? And she like hit a brick wall.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Mhm.
Um and so yeah, now there's this debate on did she do it on purpose or was it really an accident?
Mm. Why do they think that?
Why do they think it could have been an accident?
Or that it could have been on purpose?
Well, from the footage that you see, so they were like all at a party, and I want to say the crash happened between like 5 and 7 a.m. Um, and so she's obviously driving the car, but before they get on the road where she eventually crashes, like all the cameras picked up, she was driving normally. And
Mhm.
then as soon as she turned down that road, she got the car, over 100 miles per hour and then eventually crashed. And
Mhm.
um so people are like wondering, well, what happened between, like literally 10 seconds from her driving completely normal to she crashed it. She didn't I want to say she didn't have anything in her system, so she
Mhm.
was sober.
Mhm.
And her parents tried to say that she has POTS and
Mhm.
that she like passed out at the
Mm.
wheel and that's what caused the accident.
Oh, Dee is saying she scoped the area out the week before it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the details are sketchy for me. Like it's vaguely something. But there's a documentary out about it now. Okay.
Yeah, there's multiple. So there's one on
Okay.
Netflix, there's one on Hulu.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just come
But
back and
like
I'll come back
it's
to that.
even weird cuz they're releasing the phone calls between her and her mom in jail. And like she doesn't feel remorseful.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, and like even a few days after the accident when she was in the hospital still, cuz I guess she was like low key a little bit of a content creator,
Hmm.
and after the accident some brand reached out to her and was like wanting to collaborate and she was like, "Oh my god, yeah, like totally." And
Mm.
it's like, "Babes, you just killed two
Wow.
people."
Wow.
And you're already like, "Yeah, let me collaborate and like get that content."
Coming from the Erica Kirk school of influencers. Or maybe Erica Kirk went to her.
Right.
Because the fact that I don't even fuck with Charlie Kirk like that, and I'm more invested on what happened to him than you are, and that's your husband and father of your children. That's crazy, girl.
Allegedly. But I'm also
Uh,
like, is he really the father of her kids?
right. Are there even any kids, honestly? Because she posted pictures after he died of these kids that were way too old to be their kids. I don't know.
Mm,
The whole shit is weird. Is super weird. The whole shit is super weird. But
mhm.
now we're not even sure if there are any children,
Right.
let
Oh,
alone
okay.
whether or not they're Charlie's. Like, are there even actual children, or are these just children that you're trafficking?
Yeah.
like miscellaneous children, because you never see their faces, which I get in the internet age. Like I get not wanting to have your children's face on social media, but yeah, no, there's something to it. It's weird.
Very.
The last thing under pop culture that I put was about the World Cup. And I don't know if there's any activities in St. Louis, but Atlanta is one of the the World Cup spots. But
Mhm.
did you see where the president has been making it difficult for people that are traveling here for the World Cup, are like making it difficult for people to enter the country, and like are refusing visas, and I'm like, this guy is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't shock me.
Like, it's one thing, like, okay, you're the president of white supremacy. I get that. Like, your job is basically to like uphold white supremacy. Fine. Like, but like, you can't even do that properly. Like, you're the king of capitalism and you're turning away money. And there's like millions of dollars have already been spent, and you're just like like, they're going to kill him for real. All these attempts, they're gonna kill him for real, because like you're messing up the money, bro.
I need a real assassin to step it up. Like,
Yeah, so did you see where they're finally starting to question that original assassination attempt that was a photo op that
the one where he allegedly got shot in the ear?
correct. Yeah, people are
Absolutely,
starting.
it was.
Well, yeah, it was clearly staged. And I thought that we talked about that. I'm pretty sure that if we go back to our episode when that
Yeah.
happened, and we're like, that shit was not real. Like,
Yes.
who are you playing with? But, of course, his followers thought it was real, but it's looking like that they're coming around and realizing that it was staged. Like, I guess Matthew Crooks had some exchanges with the sheriff in that town prior to the alleged assassination attempt, and then that same sheriff like stepped down immediately after. Like, it's super janky. It's super janky. It always was super janky, but now his followers are starting to come around to the fact that it's janky.
I will say, because when I drove through the Appalachian Mountains, you drive through some really interesting, sometimes scary towns.
Hmm.
And there's one that a few years ago, I'm not kidding, when I drove through, I bet you almost every house, if not every other house, had a Trump flag, a Trump sign, a let's go Brandon, like something fucking
Hmm.
stupid. When I
Hmm.
drove through, I didn't see one.
Yeah. And I
And
mean, I feel like they still support him. They're just, maybe they have actual shame now. I don't know. Because we had
maybe.
neighbors that had Trump signs, and now, yeah, now you don't see them anymore.
Hmm.
But I'm like, is it that they don't support him, or that they just don't want us to know that they support him still?
I
But
mean,
there's
I'll be
all.
honest, what this town that's in the mountains, like they wouldn't care.
Mm,
Like I doubt if there are like black and brown people, it's very little, maybe
mhm,
one or two.
mhm,
Um and so I was a little shocked to not see as many, and then I saw a big sign off of like one of the little main roads, and it was like it said quit pretending your racism is patriotism, and I was like, okay, Appalachia, let's go.
uh-huh,
All
uh-huh,
right.
yeah.
Still don't
Have
want
you
my car to just randomly break down, but
period. Period. Have you seen the website, the leavingmaga.org website?
no.
Girl, there's a group of alleged ex-Trumpers that are they have a website now. It's called leavingmaga.org, and it's all them like sharing their stories about how they're leaving MAGA. And I guess there's when you're a part of a group, like they've been a part of this group and all of that. So now when they're leaving, of course, people that were never MAGA are not fucking with them. Like they have children and family members who cut them off and like all of that. So it's like a community that if you're leaving MAGA, you still have community. You can be in community together, right? Because
Hmm.
part of the thing is like it's hard to leave because then where do you go? Because people who are never MAGA are not fucking with you.
Right.
um, but I can't decide if they're like real or if it's just remember a couple episodes back where I was talking about how um the I hate to even call them Republicans because I think it's so much bigger than Republicans and Democrats, but that the ex MAGA, like the people who were MAGA that aren't anymore, that are vocally not MAGA anymore, are forming now their own movement, for lack of a better word, and they're calling it America First now. They're just rebranding, but that they're catching like Democrats too, like the Democrats that are more center right leaning. Um, and so they're calling it America First, and now they're like, oh, because Donald Trump is like so like kissing Israel's ass, like they don't like that, and you know what I mean? So it's still the same racist policies, but recognizing that they need to get away from the whole child trafficking of it all. Maybe, I don't know what the reasoning is, but I feel like leavingmaga.org is just them rebranding MAGA and
Yeah.
like putting it under a different name
Hmm.
is my point.
Well, and I go back and forth because I think we've had this conversation before. Some people say if we truly want to win, like we are all going to have to work together and like what does that look like and stuff. And
Mhm.
it's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with like working with someone who eats sushi every day, even though personally I don't like sushi. Or
Mhm.
if you want to eat ranch on your hot wings, like, okay,
Mhm.
whatever, not for me,
Yeah.
but you do you.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I feel like we got to have some boundaries. And
Mhm.
like you saying that I potentially have to work with someone who, you know, was racist or like whatever. And because they're being shunned by everyone that they know and now they're
Well,
feeling
I'm
lonely.
supposed to say, yeah,
Yeah, and
I'm
they're
pushing
wanting a
them,
rebrand. I'm
literally.
supposed to be compassionate and nice and okay, yeah, like we have to work together for the greater good.
No, thank you.
Yeah, like like my girl
Yeah.
Trinity said, I'm not really fucking with it. So,
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, same. Like it's one thing, what is the one that they always use? Like if we're disagreeing on whether or not pineapple belongs on pizza, like fine, that's a disagreement I can get with, right?
yeah.
Like we can still be
Mhm.
friends. I personally am not mature enough to still be friends with someone that doesn't believe that that my vote matters just as much as theirs, or that like cops shouldn't be allowed to just shoot people in the streets instead of you know doing their job and just arresting you and delivering you to court so that you can have your day in court. Like I no, we're not cool. We're never going to be cool.
No.
I'll never be able to trust you. And that's why, and I know I've said this in the past before, that I feel like we are going to be at a place. I feel like we're very quickly arriving at a place where they're not going to be able to just have a next election and just move on. Like, no, we are going to have to, like, I don't know if we have to rewrite the Constitution. Like, I feel like we're in a space where reparations are due right now and we don't move forward until that's hashed out. because I'm tired of them steady having discussions and debates and like setting up think tanks. And you don't need to think that hard about
Right.
whether or not you owe Black people for generations of slavery in this country. I just know.
Right.
No, I'm not going for none of this shit. Like, if
No.
we're moving forward, Black people, specifically Black women, need to be at the table and need to be talking louder than anyone as far as I'm concerned. And if it's not a
Mhm.
Black woman speaking, I'm not even really trying to hear it, to be honest.
Literally.
Like, what are you
Yep.
talking?
I agree. I think you should watch the movie The Anniversary.
It's called The Anniversary.
Hmm.
Let me get a pen.
I think you can watch it on Hulu, maybe.
Okay. Okay. And I have
It's
Hulu.
a 2025 political thriller. De- Depicts a close knit American family unraveling over 5 years as a totalitarian movement called The Change takes over the country.
Okay. Adding it to the list. I've been doing good. I've been watching, I told you I struggle with movies because I will fall asleep so fast.
Yeah,
But I've been doing better. I've been trying to get in like one or two a month, and I've been doing good.
proud.
So, yes, working on my attention span slowly but surely.
Too bad you don't like scary movies, because shout out to the young millennial uh directors and producers. It's going to be a big year in the horror genre with The Backrooms just came out and made a lot of money. And he's young. I think he's only
Mhm,
like early 20s. And
mhm.
he
I'm
created The
excited.
Backrooms when he was 16.
Yeah. Okay. And
Uh,
I've
and
been
then,
hearing about that. Is it blood and guts horror?
no.
I am here for a psychological horror.
Okay,
Like I
then
told
you,
you, Get
I think
Out
you
is
should
my
watch The
jam. I
Backrooms.
love Get Out, which is also considered horror. Get Out and like, is it Us or
Hmm.
Them, that takes place like in the 50s, and like
Them.
those them. Um that type of horror. I mean, I just don't like a lot of blood and guts. And I
Okay.
don't like to be scared. So if it's horror because it's like just real life things that are horrific, I like that. But like a lot of blood and guts, and I don't like that.
I don't think there's a lot of blood and guts in the Backrooms, but I also
Hmm.
haven't seen it, so I can't
Okay.
confirm or deny.
Hmm.
Um, and then, but yeah, he's a YouTuber, and then the guy who did Obsession, or the people that did Obsession, they're YouTubers, and it
Okay.
only cost, I think, under $1 million. It was like 750,000 to make, and it's grossed over like 200 million.
Amazing. Good for them.
Yes.
Good for
And
them.
just also shows Hollywood, like, quit giving us like stupid prequels and sequels and remakes. Like, we want something original and
Hmm.
different and new.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So very excited. Cause why are we having a Toy Story 5?
No, for real.
What is happening?
Unnecessary.
And also, like, now that we have Toy Story 5, guess who just dropped a new fucking song? Taylor Swift. Who, mind you, never spoke out about Donald Trump using her music in the videos.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We see you, Tay Tay. We see
yeah.
you, girl. We see you, girl.
And I have
She
a few
doesn't give a shit.
clients.
She's leaning into her trad wife like era,
Hmm.
soon to be trad wife era.
Yeah, she's supposed to get married either this month or next month.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Okay.
Hmm. And I have a few clients that love her. And
Mm-hmm.
I just
Me
have to
too.
like,
Bite your
wow,
tongue.
Yeah. Because I really do like them as people, and I'm like, what do you see in her?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
and who was I talking to? Oh, I was talking to one of my friends, and she's Black, and she likes a few Taylor Swift songs, and
Mhm.
I was like, okay, like I'll give it to her. I know she writes her own songs.
Mhm.
Now, I don't like her singing her own songs, but
Yeah.
like I've heard one song that like someone else sang it, and I was like, okay,
Mhm.
see, I like it when she's not involved. Like,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm.
and I was talking to her about like Tyler Perry, and I was like, I just feel like they're kind of the same. Like, clearly there is some kind of talent, right? Like, I mean, there's a few Tyler Perry movies that I like, and I'm just like, but there comes to a point though where you just constantly see their name, like writer, producer,
Mhm.
director, whatever. And it's like, it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
And like Tyler Perry's show Beauty and Black on Netflix, so much potential. And like it's not gonna go anywhere because
Mhm.
he doesn't
He-
know how to fucking write.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just so like, and also, does no one know how to improv anymore?
Yeah.
Like, it truly a lost form of art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is crazy. But all that
Good.
to say, I think Tyler Perry and Taylor Swift are low key kind of the same.
No, that actually tracks. Actually, I know exactly what you mean when you
You
say
know what
that.
I mean?
You're
Okay.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. I
You
tried
are
not
not
to
wrong.
be.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. So, in politics, my Mamdani, we've been keeping our eye on Mamdani since he was elected.
Hmm.
About late last year, earlier this year. Can I just say, first of all, I'm experiencing hardcore FOMO, um, because living in New York just is giving like it's just I'm getting so many feels. So did you see where it was yesterday or the day before that Mamdani announced the opening of two city owned grocery stores, I think. Um I'm going into my notes. Yeah. Mamdani announced the opening of two city run grocery stores. Yeah. So it's not about profit, it's just about like having grocery stores in a place where there would normally be a food desert and they're city run. So it's not about profit, it's about providing groceries and jobs for like the immediate neighborhood. I
I
was
love
on a
that.
thread on Reddit where it like the original thread was something about it was just talking about like all of the things that like naming the things that the good things that have happened in New York since Mamdani has become mayor. And it's like, I don't know if this is him or not, but like all of a sudden, like the streets have been paved and like they're planting trees in my neighborhood. And like when they had the snowstorm earlier this year, and they hired locals at $20 an hour, and so $30 an hour with overtime paid to like go out and clean up the storm. And now the Knicks have won the championship. Like New York is lit.
Right. Right.
I'm so jealous. And I'm so sad for us as a society that he can't run for president. And I understand that politicians are politicians. But if you're going to be a politician, I would rather have a Mamdani politician than a Donald Trump politician, is all I'm saying.
Mhm. Mhm. Is he too young to run, right? He's what?
No, he wasn't born in the United States. He was born in Kenya, I think.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's why
Damn.
he can't run. Yeah.
But
Um,
we can have pedophiles.
that's fine.
and
Yeah.
convicted felons of 32 counts.
Pedophiles and felons, people who
Because,
ate
like, don't get me
babies.
wrong. I know there are some felons that, do turn their lives around and stuff. So, like, I want to put that out there. Like, when I say a felon, like, I'm never, you know what I
We're not
mean? Like,
talking about the average run of the
yes,
mill.
right,
We're not
exactly.
the people who were living their lives and because they were poor, they couldn't afford an attorney for the bullshit charge and they had to take
Exactly.
a
Mhm.
felony charge to avoid going to prison. Not
Yeah,
those people.
not those. But yeah, but a certain pedophile that's convicted on fucking 32 counts,
Mhm.
he's somehow
An
qualified twice
adjudicated
now.
rapist.
Yeah, twice now he's been qualified to
Yeah.
run the country. Yeah.
Yeah. Um so yeah, no, I'm super sad that he can't be our president. And like I'm at this point against having a president ever again, to be honest. I think we should, like I said, just rewrite the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, rewrite all that shit because black people were not even human when that was happening.
Okay.
But if we were gonna have a president, I would want a Mamdani for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mind you, we're the only like advanced country too that still runs off of something that was written in the 1700s.
Hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and last updated in the 90s. So,
Insane.
oh,
Insane. All right, let's see. What about we have to talk about the Carmelo Anthony trial. So we've been
yeah.
talking about this for a couple of years now, off and on, because I think when the original thing happened, he was 17. Now he's 19. They just had his trial where it appears to me that it was just a setup. His attorney actually was the former DA in that town in Texas, but he was convicted of first degree murder and sentenced to 35 years. On the heels of Rick Chow being found not guilty for the murder of Cyrus Carmack Belton. And I think the thing that like really frustrates me in all of that is that Cyrus was a 14-year-old child who was accused of stealing, even though the video shows that that was not true. Um, and the father and son were able to chase him out of the store and blocks away from the store, shoot him in the back, and that was considered self-defense. But Carmelo Anthony is not allowed to defend himself. And have you seen where apparently there's video of the incident?
I
And
haven't
we
seen the video.
no, because the video hasn't been released. That's why you haven't seen it. And I
Mm.
find that fascinating, right? Because if he
Yeah.
was guilty, wouldn't that video be being shown all over? They would have released that shit in the movie theater if it
Mhm.
showed that he was guilty.
Mhm.
And so the fact that there's video and we haven't seen it, and yeah, I'm just like I feel so sorry for that baby.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the baby. I feel sorry for the family. I'm like frustrated with us as a society because we just keep letting them do this shit.
Yeah, and I just want to know like what's the beef with black people? Like
Literally.
what what is happening to
Yeah.
where like this is how y'all treat them?
Because it's like I was telling my grandson, um, if you go back throughout history, we have thousands of years of recorded history that we're aware of, and allegedly thousands more years that they're refusing to share with us. But in the thousands of years of recorded history that we're aware of, point me to the time in history where Black people did anything to literally anyone. It's not a
Okay.
thing. It's not a thing.
Mm,
So, like, why people hate us so much is beyond me. Like, why are y'all so mad?
mhm.
Literally,
So
all we did was like share the abundance of the earth with you, like shared ingenuity of like all these things we've created with you. And like, what are y'all so mad about? What were we
yes.
gonna say? I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I was talking with my hairstylist today, and she's a black woman, and we were just talking about like conspiracy theories and stuff. And I was telling her about that one alien interview that I constantly bring up,
Mhm.
and she was just talking about how like there are the claims that aliens helped build like the pyramids, and like there are actual like drawings in the pyramids of like UFOs and aliens and stuff. And so when I was telling her about how in that the alien interview that I know, that alien says how essentially it's a descendant of humans, and like this is what we turn into and blah blah blah. But I was telling her, I was like, but what if, and walk with me,
Mhm.
what if like yes, the aliens are descendants of black people, and
Mhm.
what if they're going back in time and like I don't know, helping further advance black people, and that's why like white people are so horrible. I'll have to like really sit down and expand this, but like
Mhm.
cuz in that interview um when it's talking, it says our ancestors.
Mhm.
And I mean, I know like every culture has, once said like ancestors, but I really hear that in the black community. And
Mhm.
so I was just like, huh, what if, when the fucking billionaires, well, trillionaire now destroys the earth, I mean, who does always survive natural disasters typically?
It's true. It's
So
true.
I was like, I don't know. Could be
Yeah.
something,
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
ain't it?
Um, so Dee wants to know if we're going to talk about the 71 girls found in the sewer. Yes.
So I
Ish.
just heard about that, like, so
Mhm.
I'm not too fluent on it, but I guess it did happen up in New York,
It
right?
did. It did happen in New York. So I definitely do want to touch on that. I was just looking, I have some notes that I wanted to so in relation to Carmelo Anthony and Rick Chow, I had a couple um things that I wrote down that I wanted to make sure that we hit on. So one, Rick Chow, the grown ass man that chased the 14-year-old out of the store and shot him in the back and then was found not guilty. He had also shot at two other customers prior to killing Cyrus, and that evidence was just not allowed to be shared at trial. Um, that pissed me off. Like
Yeah.
prior bad acts should definitely be included. And then I have Asian boycott Natasha Doll. I'm not sure what else I wanted to add on to the Asian boycott because I know you've seen that discourse being had. But have you seen the Natasha Doll? Have you seen that?
Tasha Doll. I don't think so.
So I don't know if it maybe just came across my timeline because my name is actually Natasha. I don't know. But there's this Natasha doll in China. It's a little doll, it's like this big. And it's a dark skinned black baby. And there's just video, like thousands of videos of people like abusing this little black doll. It's like stretchy and moldy. There's just like thousands of videos of people in China like abusing this doll. And then so I if you go on like TikTok or whatever your chosen social media platform is, and just put in Natasha doll and like look at the videos that come up, because they're juxtaposing it with like videos of Asian people abusing Black children. And then also it makes me wonder. So I found several websites where they're selling like afro textured extensions, hair extensions. And I'm just wondering where they're coming from. Like, where are you getting all of this Black hair from to make extensions? Because that's not like, I know, like in India, in some places in India where there are people who like it's a part of the religion. You grow your hair out long and then you have it cut off really short, and then a lot of the Indian hair textures, that's where this hair is coming from. I'm trying to figure out, where is the Black hair coming from for the 4C textured extensions that are
Yeah.
are becoming more and more of a thing. Just look up the Natasha doll. It made me have more questions than answers. Um, but yeah.
Well, and I say all the, I say all the time because people are always like, well, we can always just like move out of the country. And I'm always like, well, anti Black is everywhere. Like,
Globally, yeah.
yeah. So, no, not really. Not all of us can just move somewhere and then like racism just goes away.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No, for real.
and again, it's like, I feel like too, other races, y'all wouldn't have your rights either without Black people. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, like the reason that you're able to come here from other countries as immigrants and move the way that you do is because of all of the fighting and marching and like all the
Yeah.
things that Black people have done for this country. So to come over here and then have this like holier than thou attitude and have the same racism, that white people have. And I get that it's assimilation, right? And it's like, I don't know. I don't even get it. I'm saying I get it and I don't even get it. I don't
It's
even get it.
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like
And
I understand why, but I don't understand why, because I wouldn't behave that way. So I
yeah,
just don't get it.
right. Well, and
Yeah.
I was talking to my hairstylist today too, and I was like, I've never really understood this whole like, we're trying to find life on other planets. Y'all
Mhm.
don't even like Black and brown people. What do you think you're
Yeah.
gonna do with something that's not even from here?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and not only that, but not only do you not like Black and brown people, but you can't even sustain life on a planet where everything's already provided for you. Like
Right.
all you have to do is not fuck it up, and you can't even do that.
Literally, literally,
You can't even do
literally.
that.
Ugh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
D says it's not in relation to the Asian boycott. It's not a boycott. We're transferring wealth back to our community. True that. True that. No, you're right. Um,
But I've heard, I mean, this has been a discussion for a long time, and it's not
mhm,
just with uh well, I guess, the oh, the ones that own like the beauty supply stores.
mhm,
Like there's issues there too, like it's like, well, why are you coming in these neighborhoods, setting up your
mhm,
businesses?
mhm,
And also, not only that, but you are like providing, what that neighborhood wants too. Cause
mhm,
like I've lived all over Missouri, and it is
mhm,
so interesting what you find in like the Black neighborhoods and then what you find in like the white neighborhoods.
mhm,
Um like I can find you can find every flavor of soda, like hot
mhm,
chip, like everything
mhm.
in certain neighborhoods, but
All the
like,
poisons, yeah.
yeah, okay. And
Mhm,
you don't find any of that in the white
Mhm.
neighborhoods, and even the produce. Like the
Mhm.
produce, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mhm.
This is being sold to people.
No, I purposely will go to the Kroger in the white neighborhood, like where my shop is located. There's a Kroger in the shopping center where my salon suite is. And
Yeah.
I shop at that Kroger all the time because their produce is amazing. Like, and
Yes.
they have like the store is like beautiful and clean and like you have all these, yeah. Yeah.
And again, why why do you hate black people so much that like that's how you treat them?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I gotta tell my grandson, I'm like, they hate us because they ain't us at the end of the day, because we literally have done nothing to you.
Literally.
You're just mad because despite everything you've done to us, we still thrive. Like, and I'm so committed to, because it's hard. It's hard. Like they're purposely making everything like hard and depressing and like all the things. And so I'm just so 100% committed to joy as an act of resistance right now. Like that's how I'm keeping myself going,
Hmm.
because I'm like, otherwise I'm gonna go to jail for sure. Like I have to just like go all in on like finding small things to make me happy, and um yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that, except to say that I'm fully committed to the idea of joy as an act of resistance, because
Absolutely.
y'all got me fucked up.
I know. I have to remind myself that too, because like I do get into these places where I'm like, well, I could be doing something, but then it's like, what are you gonna do other than go to jail because you're gonna
Mhm.
hit someone or make someone scared?
Mhm. Mhm.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, so Dee wants to talk about the 71 girls that were found in in the manhole of New York. So that story specifically, I've only watched like very briefly, but in a nutshell, there was like, I don't know, some people, they're on vacation. I mean, not on vacation, they're on like maybe a field trip or something.
Mm,
And some people wandered away and somehow ended up in the sewer. And long story short, they found a total of 71 girls in the sewer in New York. Now, that is so in remember when I don't know, a year or two ago when they found the all the like Jewish people in the manholes and all the like blood soaked
yes.
mattresses and all that. All right, now also I want you to take a look at this video. All of this, let me see. Yeah, let's look at this video. Yeah. All right. So it looks like it's about 2 minutes long, but we're going to watch this video and then come back to it.
Good evening. These are two separate incidents, very similar in nature.
Can y'all, everybody can see the video
Yeah.
in here? Okay.
Happened around the same time, but police say it's not clear if they're related. A large response in Williamsburg. The NYPD K-9 unit, FDNY, and Department of Environmental Protection investigate a sewer at Bedford Avenue and Hayward Street after cameras spotted about 8 men entering the manhole around 1 o'clock Friday morning and reappearing around 3:40 a.m. Neighbors just as curious to find out what was happening. Around 11 o'clock Thursday night, the same thing happened in Gravesend, 8 miles away.
They show the people climbing in, climbing out, changing their clothes.
About 7 men climbed into the manhole on McDonald Avenue in Collin Place. They spent 3 hours in the sewer and emerged at 2 a.m.
They get out, they get in a car, they drive away.
Neighbors were alerted when investigators showed up Friday to canvass the area. They were told not to worry.
They climbed in the manholes, they searched, they went up and down the block, and lo and behold, they tell us they dropped their keys. I don't believe anyone dropped keys.
A DEP spokesperson says the sewers have been inspected and
Drop their keys is insane. Can we just have a moment for that?
That's crazy.
Like they were in the manhole for hours, and that's the story. They dropped their keys.
Right.
the infrastructure is safe. They warn it's not only illegal to enter, it's also dangerous, as sewers can contain numerous hazards, including noxious and potentially deadly gases, unstable surfaces, flooding risks, and confined spaces. Councilmember Suzanne Schwang, who covers Gravesend, agrees it should not be taken lightly and commends the NYPD on their swift response and confirmation everything is safe. But not everyone is convinced all is well.
They just say, no, it's fine. It's not fine.
Still a lot of speculation as to what happened, but there is no confirmation as to exactly why these men entered the sewer system. In Gravesend, Brooklyn, Alicia Reed, Pix 11 News.
What?